is a common way for employers to cut costs and prevent layoffs, especially during the pandemic. But what should you consider if you're offered a buyout? Joining us this morning with more is Peter Cishecki from Everything Financial. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Carrie. Good morning.
So we are seeing more buyouts than normal during the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen more in the last year than I've probably seen in the last 10 years put together. Lots of people giving the option to take their pension or take a buyout of their pension and be on their way as company are cutting costs of those employees who have been around a long time and either not replacing them or replacing them with people with less benefits and lower salary.
Yeah, and I think people would probably have a lot of questions about if they are offered a buyout. So what should people consider if they are offered one?
Well, if you're in that age of your 50s to 60s, and a lot of times working for a private company or corporation, when you get an option of your pension, ask for and ask to see the option for the commuted value of your pension. So when you get the commuted value, it's a large sum of money that's going to go into a locked-in retirement account, very similar to an RSP. It's registered money. And then you're going to get a cash portion that you will have to pay tax on, but you can take that cash and transfer a lot of it directly to your RSP if you have room to deposit into your RSP. And that, in 31 years, I've never seen an option where commuted value was not better than taking the pension.
Oh, interesting. So that's something that probably a lot of people would know about. Should your decision, though, Peter, depend on what point of your career that you're at or how close you are to retirement?
It can, but really the decision really boils down to money. Which one am I going to get the most money long term with? And that's the big thing. And the sad part is, and I've seen this a lot of corporations will start out by stonewalling people and not telling them they have an option for a commuted value. We had an instance where it took 8 times to go back to the corporation's health and welfare department for their HR person to actually get the value of the commuted value. And some of these differences, Terry, they're significant. The difference between taking a pension, or do you want to take your money and you be in control of your pension and you can decide to leave that lump sum of money onto a loved one, should you pass away. It's your money. You should decide what's best for you, not what's best for the pension department.
Yeah, so you said that there could be real differences there. Do you have any examples you can give us, real life examples?
Just hot off the press, this one. The person was given a choice of a pension. The maximum they could get was $1,791 a month. There was a guarantee for 10 years. If they passed away within 10 years, the remaining of that 10 years would go to their spouse. They'd get the money. But if they passed away later than 10 years, there was no option there. It's $1,791. Or take the lump sum. The lump sum of money, $594,000. Over $300,000 of that was in a locked-in RSP, and the balance was the cash, which we talked about the tax issue. But here's the big thing. They still have 11 years to go to retirement. So think about just investing that money, even at a very, very, very minimal rate of, say, 3 or 4%. That's all you were able to get, let's say. And you invest that money for the next 11 years versus the pension. Significant difference in what you're doing. And again, you're in control of the money. If you pass away, that lump sum of money is going to your spouse. The pension, yes, they're going to get a payment still for a certain length of time, but minimal compared to taking the lump sum and being in charge of your money.
Yeah,
and that's the big difference.
And what a difference in the amount of money, indeed. Peter Cishecki from Everything Financial, thank you so much for joining us. Really good information this morning.
Thanks, Gary. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.